Ryan Stills here with Team Phoenix Performance. Going to do a recap of the IPF Classic World Championships, which I competed in just about a week ago, 2 weeks ago. So for those of you who weren't really following and don't really know, training up to this point was great. I came in with a lot of high expectations, and I did solidify a win. But for example, this squat here was 100 pounds less than what I planned my opener to be. As I woke up the morning of the competition and had some sort of food poisoning, stomach flu, not quite sure. But yeah, it was a rough one. So coming down to warm-ups, I was having a hard time staying upright. I had thrown up a handful of times. My roommate Grant Higa had checked in on me in the morning around 7:30 as I'm throwing up in the bathroom, and it's not exactly how we plan on kicking off the day. But between Paulie Steinman, my coach, who did a great job with me over the day, lowered my openers just to make sure we could get in the meet and stay competitive. So we went with a much more conservative opener. That second attempt you saw right here was 606, which I normally do fives with. I hit it, but they called me for not locking my knees out. So we still went up. Opener was supposed to be 295 kilo, which is 650 pounds. This was 628 pounds. I don't know the exact kilos on this. But yeah, so as a third attempt, I wasn't even, I was just about, 20 pounds below what my opener planned on being. But I was having a lot of stomach issues still, even on this squat here. Latching my belt, made me nauseous, and my complexion was not the beautiful hue that I normally have. So coming in a bench, just needed to stay with the pack, and Paulie's whole theory was stay with the pack until the deadlifts. If you haven't seen me, I'm a pretty decent deadlifter. So yeah, my bench here, we stayed on course with 424. Wasn't as strong as I wanted it to be as an opener, but I started to get a feel here on my second one. This is 200 kilos, 441. I think this was where my meat started to turn. I was able to get my feet underneath me. The one before, there was a little bit of powder from when the previous group had deadlifted. So my foot was in the powder and slid a little bit on that last one, so I didn't have it. This is the second attempt. Felt a little bit better. So we decided we'd take a jump, a fairly conservative jump, though, to 205 kilos, which is 451 pounds. That's on the bar right here. And this actually felt and moved better than anything I had done so far in the meet. And I think this is when I realized that the day I could still salvage a good portion of the day in the meet. So this is my 451 here. As you can tell, locked out pretty solid, nice and even, and got 3 whites on that. I was warming up in the back room doing deadlifts. I realized that going on the bar, and you see kind of where I was behind here. I think I was sitting, number 3 coming into the deads. But warming up, I was starting to feel a little bit better, chewing on a small granola bar, because up till now, I had been drinking liquids but didn't have anything solid in my stomach all day. This is my opener at 7:05. My warm-up's about 5:40. I realized things were feeling good. My last warm-up of 6:40 went really well, and I got a little bit of confidence back, and came into my deadlift with a little bit of swagger, which anyone that power lifts, that either being a good deadlifter or going against a good deadlifter is dangerous. So always being able to pull it out at the end is a nice thing to have. 7:05 there. Once again, could have repped that one. Felt really good. Hook grip stayed really solid. I was very excited over that. Went from 320 kilo to 340 kilo. This is about 749 pounds. And Paulie had asked me after when I was doing it, he said, hey, feeling good. Let's just take 20 kilo jumps. I said, sounds good to me. So 340 kilo here. This was actually a meet PR for me. I've hit some bigger numbers in comp, but because I've gone from the 105s to the 120s and I've had grip issues over 733. As you can tell, here is the hook grip, which I also have a video out on. I think we're going to release that video again here soon. But yeah, so this one is second temp around 750. felt pretty confident in. This was to lock in the first place, so no one would be able to get me. And as you can tell, moved very quickly, very solid, which was right on plan. So at this point, I knew I had it. So Paulie said, let's just keep going with 20 kilo jumps. Except for he looks at me and he goes, hey, you want to go 60? I said, yeah, let's go 60. And I was hearing 760. And he meant 360. So in my head, I go, man, that's like 781. And I get up to the platform and I hear Gino saying, now attempting 793 pounds. So I had about 5 seconds before walking to the bar that I knew I was pulling 793, which I haven't attempted before. The most I'd attempted before was 760 in prep. So this is 793, 360 kilos. The open men's world record is 372, which you can tell I had a little bit left there. Pretty excited for a guy that was literally going outside, laying on my back between squats and warm-ups, running to the bathroom to throw up. It was pretty sick, but hey, it's the reality of what it is. The thing I can tell you is just never give up in a meet. Not to be too cheesy, but I was just thinking about my kids and how I don't want them to think that there's times that you can give up because times are hard. And I thought this would be a great opportunity for me to live up to the words that I say. Best part, as always, is being on the podium, representing Team USA, and holding the flag. This always makes me emotional, even now watching it. It's a little emotional because I work hard. There's a lot of sacrifice and a lot of time that it takes to do what we do. Granted, I'm a master lifter. Next year, I'm hoping to be able to compete for the open spot. But a couple pictures here of what my motivation is. My son, that was Donovan. There's Deacon, who thinks he's either a dinosaur or loves riding horses. There's my other half, Melanie, and our two boys. She's an up-and-coming lifter. Keep an eye out for her. My daughter, Olivia. She's got my hair if I ever had hair again. The two beautiful women in my life right there. And, yeah, just an overall good experience. And I hope that you enjoyed it. We talk to you soon and bring you some more content. Have a good day.